Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Tech Try While Your Nails Dry. Today we're going to go into something a little bit different than what I normally do. Instead of modeling and giving a tutorial on a specific task, what we're going to be looking at is how I go through gaining a new skill. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you going into a product I've never used before, a site I've never navigated before and don't know a whole lot about, how I get up and running. The reason behind my choice for this topic is because some people, when they're faced with a new tech tool, feel a little overwhelmed. Where do you start? How do you get signed up? Do you have to pay for it? Where do I click? Where do I look? Do I check my email? Do I look this way or that way? So I'm going to show you the way I navigate brand new sites, brand new logins, because a lot of times the different various Web 2.0 tools have similar login and learning sequences. So my goal is for you guys to be able to take what I show you and go and try something new with a little courage that's okay to fumble your way through something with a few extra tips to help you out. So as always, I'm going to try and keep this short enough to keep my nails, my new nail polish color dry. Here's my old color, starting to chip a little bit, and this is the color for today. Like nice little light gray color, and you can take a look at me painting my nails while we go through my objectives. Okay, are you ready to do this with me? So again, what we're going to do is we're going to go in together and you're going to be able to see how I approach a product I've never used before, a tool on the internet I've never used before, and how do I go about getting set up. Remember that usually, generally speaking, when you go to a new application, a new site, the process is generally the same, right? You're going to find the site, you're going to find the login, you're going to get yourself set up, and then you're going to start to hunt around for any kind of navigation or directions on how to use the product. So the process I'm going to show you is important because it's important to know that everyone has things that they have in their uncharted territory, right? So everyone has something that's new to them. In this case, I'm going to use Seesaw. Believe it or not, I've never been in Seesaw. I hear a lot of good things about it. I have colleagues who use it and love it and promote it with the teachers that they help as well. And so I would love to learn about it. It's on my list of things to learn. So today I'm going to get into Seesaw for the first time. So what I'm going to do is first navigate to Seesaw, and you might not even know the actual URL to get there. So in my Google search bar, I'm just going to type in Seesaw and hit enter and see what comes up. Okay, so the very first option is actually the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one that's about student-driven digital portfolios. That's interesting to me. So it's actually the first result that I get back this time. Sometimes if you search for something and you don't go directly to the URL, you might have to read through and look at the other options that come up. But in this case, it's the first one. So we're going to click there. And so this is their home page without any login. So it's going to give you their basic overview, usually is what you see on the home page. There are options to go in for features, pricing if they have any pricing models, some examples, usually some testimonials, related resource, and then here's the sign in, right? So what I'm looking for though, as a new user for a new tool, is a sign up or a register type feature. So here's a sign up button, and it looks like there's a free option. I might go in later and investigate their different pricing levels, but right now I'm just interested in the free option. So I see that you have teacher, student, and parent. That's pretty typical. Sometimes they'll ask you what role you'll play, so I'm going to go in as a teacher. And I'm going to go ahead and get myself registered here. And then a lot of times after you get that initial information plugged in, and sometimes they want more pieces of information, that one was really basic, really simple. They'll usually give you a little like welcome kind of tutorial. So they're telling me that it's a student-driven digital portfolio. I can use the navigation button here to go through it, to get that initial glimpse at what I'm signing up for, and then I'm done. I think I could either hit this green arrow or the blue get started button. So it looks like, in this case, they're jumping me right in. So what I'm showing you here is that all I'm doing is following on-screen prompts. I have no knowledge of what's coming up next. You don't have to have any specific skill set. It's okay just to follow the on-screen prompts as you are getting set up and acclimated in a new tool. So we're going to name this test class, and we're going to make this a 3rd grade class. And it looks like that I just clicked the green checkbox, and I'm going to read the information they give me. And I can add a student name. And I'm just going to add 1 for now. We'll see if they'll let me just add 1. Okay. All right, so it looks like I've done the basic setup. I did the very initial things that are asking me to, and they're giving me some on-screen prompts. A lot of times tools will give you on-screen prompts. I really try to make it as easy as possible for you, either with on-screen prompts or a helper that you can chat with. And so there's a little welcome video here that I can watch, and some on-screen prompts and some pretty obvious buttons for what I want to do here. So at this point, all I would do to get used to my new tool is just navigate through. I would watch the little tutorial videos. I would do a test post just to see what happens. I would push the buttons. Generally speaking, you can't break Web 2.0 tools. So feel free to be brave and push those buttons and see what you end up with. I hope that empowers you to go try something new. There are a lot of Web 2.0 tools out there. They all, again, follow that pretty similar formula for getting set up, logging in for the first time, and navigating. Thanks. Have a great day.